Hi, I'm Kara Ferris from the Center for Congregations, where our mission is to strengthen congregations by helping them find and use resources. We do this by offering educational opportunities and grants to congregations in Indiana. The grant I want to tell you about today is a special initiative for congregations in central Indiana who are interested in the mental health and well-being of their people. This grant initiative is available to congregations located in central Indiana in the counties designated here on the map. However, in 2024, this grant initiative will be available to congregations located in the northern and southern parts of the state. So if you're located outside of central Indiana, stay tuned for specific details related to the 2024 rollout. Now, I'd like you to meet the president of the Center for Congregations, Tim Shapiro.
Hi, my name is Tim Shapiro. I'm the president of the Center for Congregations. All through Scripture, there are examples of healing. I'm thinking of Psalm 34, where we're assured that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and those crushed in spirit. I'm thinking of the healings in the Gospels, like John 4, where there's the blind man, and the crowd is saying, "What did you do wrong to be blind?" And of course, he did nothing wrong. It's the crowd projecting their own stigma upon this man. Jesus comes, and of course, the blind man can see. This is a physical healing, but I also believe it's spiritual and an emotional healing. After all, this man was separated from the community and now is able to join the community again. When something has been pushed to the edge, it's important to bring it back to the center. There's hope in healing, hope for the future. That's why the Center for Congregations has decided to embark on a special grant initiative which addresses the spiritual and mental well-being of congregations and communities based on their own claims and commitments of faith. Congregations have come up with practices that are true to the way they are in community together. These practices are creative, diverse, effective, and important, and have borne out through centuries. We hope that this grant program honors the faith claims and commitments that support mental wellness from a variety of traditions. If this sounds interesting to you, keep watching as my colleagues explain this grant program in more detail. Let's start with Mackenzie Scott-Lewis.
Thank you so much, Tim. I am Mackenzie Scott-Lewis, Director for the Center for Congregation in Northwest Indiana. If you're like me, you're wondering, what's in it for me? What do I gain by being a part of this special grant initiative? Well, number one, you'll discover how mental health and spiritual wellness, they work together to benefit your congregation. And we'll learn to identify and to offer mental health resources to support your faith community. The key there, it is your faith community. And then to expand your knowledge of mental health topics that might relate to demographic variables like age and racial identity, life experience, life stage, and so much more. And then we'll learn ways to support clergy and ministers in their spiritual and mental wellness. Then we'll explore these cultural dynamics that can sometimes limit and sometimes even hurt the discussion of mental health in congregations. We will reduce the stigma about mental health in congregational life, as well as find rejuvenation and healing while learning how to offer it to your own congregation. And I like this, is that we'll harness your congregation's spiritual practices and faith claims to promote healing and mental well-being. And all of this experience of what you'll gain will transform you and transform your congregation because you care about their souls. And now, to my colleague, Matt Burke.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Hey, everybody. My name is Matt Burke. I'm the Education Director and the Northeast Director for the Center for Congregations, and I want to share with you some specific details about this grant initiative. This special grant initiative is for Indiana congregations, and we strongly encourage congregations of different races and ethnicities, as well as rural congregations, to apply. There will be one cohort of 30 congregations in central Indiana in 2023, and then there'll be a second cohort of 30 congregations from Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, and Southwest Indiana in 2024. We'll be providing educational opportunities that include on-demand, live online, and in-person events in March through August of 2023. Your team will consist of 2 to 4 people from your congregation. One of those will be the team leader, and the team leader is expected to attend all educational activities. The other team members can rotate in. The congregation's financial responsibility is 10% of the grant-eligible expenses, and the center will provide a grant of up to $40,000. Applications of interest are due by January 27th of 2023, and we will let accepted congregations know by mid-February of 2023. Next up is Wendy McCormick, our Southwest Director from our Evansville office.
Thanks, Matt. I'm Wendy McCormick in the Evansville office of the Center for Congregations. Now that you've heard some of the details of the special grant initiative on mental and emotional wellness, I'd like to share some of the things that could be eligible for using grant funds. Participating congregations may expend funds on things like retreats, conferences and gatherings, and the related travel and food expenses to attend those events or to host them at your church. Educational resources like speakers, books, online training, and curriculum can be eligible. The services of a licensed mental health professional for individual, group, or family sessions could be included. A portion of the funds can pay for care for your clergy, and a portion of the funds could pay for technology or building improvements related to your mental health and wellness project. And now here's my colleague in Southeast Indiana, Shelly Riggs-Jordan.
Thanks, Wendy. I am Shelly Riggs-Jordan. I am the director of the Southeast Office for Center for Congregations. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this grant initiative. We hope that this grant program honors the faith claims and commitments that support mental wellness from a variety of traditions. Whether you're a rural, suburban, urban, Hispanic, African American, or immigrant congregation, we really hope that you'll apply. Please note that the deadline to submit an application of interest is January 27th, 2023. If you would like to apply for this grant initiative, you can find the application on our website at centerforcongregations.org. If you have any questions about anything you've seen or heard today, please reach out to one of our Center for Congregations offices, and we'll be happy to have a conversation with you.